everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video today. But first, before I get into the video, I want you to first subscribe, then second, hit that bell so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. And then third, give me a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed this video and I should make more videos like it. So as you can see from the title, of course, it is June and I am going to tell you why I love LGBT Pride Month. So I came out on November 25th, 2011 at the age of 18. Yes, I was one of those people that came out on Thanksgiving. But we won't talk about my coming out story. If you want to see my coming out video, I did a video for National Coming Out Day 2 years ago, and I will link that video in the description box below. But essentially, I just identify as a genderqueer person of color. And essentially what that means is I am very intersectional. I occupy several spaces at the same time. And those spaces would be being genderqueer or feminine and black, and also gay because I only date men. And all of those things have interesting dialogue and conversation amongst themselves about the other at some point in time. And it is very interesting, and sometimes it's also very difficult. But I enjoy it nonetheless. And also me being genderqueer means that I don't really feel like I fall anywhere on one side or one end of the spectrum. I kind of fall somewhere in the between when it comes to gender. I don't really feel like I am male or female. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. Sometimes I lean more feminine, sometimes I lean more masculine, but on a regular day, I present very androgynous. And I sometimes get mistaken for a woman, and it is very interesting when that happens, especially on the phone, because my voice is very, very light and airy. You know, I'm that girl. So yeah, I actually wore my genderqueer shirt for you guys today. I'll probably be wearing genderqueer or just gay stuff all this month. Very specific. But essentially this journey after I came out, because I wasn't really able to explore myself before I came out, but after I came out, I was able to explore myself and able to find representation. So I first found this show created by Patrick Ian Polk. He is a black gay director, producer, you know, just kind of person that does TV. He created a show called Noah's Ark. And I gravitated towards the main character, Noah, because he was a lot like me. He was a lot like the person that I saw myself as at the time. And he's very feminine, very androgynous, expressed himself in many different ways on the show. And I just thought it was like the best thing at the time at 18. I had never seen someone like him before. And so it was so fascinating to me. And then the other piece of representation that I remember that I gravitated towards so much was when I first saw the documentary Paris is Burning. And I always tell black gay youth that are coming out or just that have never seen it to watch it. I gravitated toward it a lot because of the people in the video, in the movie. They made this culture of Latin and black and dance and everything, and created their own culture and created their own families. And they made their second families, as RuPaul likes to call it. And so at the time I was creating my second family, I was like 18, 19, and I was creating my second family, and I understood what they were going through, because me and my parents do not really have a relationship after I've come out. And I love my parents dearly, and they will always be the people that brought me into this world. And honestly, I feel like my sexuality and them not accepting it is less about me and more about them. And that is also something that I have learned in this journey and exploration of myself. I also learned that for me being who I am, it is okay to be a hot mess. It is okay to look a certain way and be in the middle of trying to figure it out. And yeah. A lot of my friends can tell you when I first started expressing my feminine side, it was not I was not the prettiest girl. I was somewhere kind of floating around, kind of trying to figure it out. And honestly, you don't have to be the prettiest girl in the world. I always say 3D privilege is a real thing, and it is okay if you are clockable. Every girl is not gonna be seamlessly, you know, just feminine, especially when you come from a place of, you know, learning yourself. And for me, that was definitely one thing that it was. Using a Tu Wong Fu reference, I was definitely very much little Latin boy, why are you crying? And then I got to the end of the movie. I'm kind of somewhere towards the end of the movie. It's been 7 years later. I'm almost 25, and it's been 7 years later, and I feel like I'm kind of towards the end of the movie where, you know, where Chi-Chi was slaying. I can't wait till I get to that point. I'm almost there. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm almost there. And so those journeys that I have taken and that I am still on to this day, have been such a great learning experience for me. And I also attribute a lot of my learning experience to the people that were around me, my friends that took towards me and accepted me for exactly who I was and who I am. Words can never express how much I love them so dearly. And one person that I always thank when I do things like this is my mama Gail. She was the woman that took me in when I moved away from my parents' home, and I call her my fairy godmother a lot, because she kind of helped me see myself as this beautiful person that I always was, but I just didn't see it. And she gave me great advice about boys, about myself, and about the world. And I use a lot of her advice to this day. And she's just a great person, and I just love her so much, and I appreciate her so much. And I need to call her, but that's another conversation. But I really also attribute what I've learned from the examples that were shown via a lot of the activists that I learned about on this journey, like Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera and all of the other trans women and drag queens and lesbian women and people of color that were at Stonewall that night in 1969, and all of their work that they have done since. And it allows me to sit here and talk to you guys and tell my story and accept myself, and it allows people after me to see me and understand that they are not the only ones that have been here, they are not the only ones that will be here, and that they too can make it and be happy, and it is not all bad, and it is not all sad, and they will find people that love them, and they will find love in themselves. So yeah, I just love that about LGBT Pride Month, because you go to these festivals and you see all of these different people from different walks of life, and we come together on this one accord, and we just want to be seen for exactly who we are, not for what may be in our pants, not for who we love, but simply who we are, our talents, our work ethic, our love, and all of those things. And that's why I love LGBT Pride Month so much. And I probably will do a vlog at some point, because I'm definitely gonna go to Pride this month. It's definitely a must. So yeah, that's it. That is why I love LGBT Pride Month. Let me know why you love LGBT Pride Month in the comments below. Definitely share this video and talk about it amongst yourselves. I love you guys so much, and thank you for being here, because you could have been anywhere else on the internet, but you decided to watch me. Bye.